What's your position on this? What's rampant too, and that ties into this clone mindset where it's like it's follow the leader. Nobody's leading with their own brain. It's just okay. He's doing this. I'm gonna do that too.
But that's part of sociality. You know what I'm saying? Sociality they teach you. If you have a group of people, somebody's gonna always merge as the leader. But the key to knowing your craft and knowing who you are is the key to sound leadership. You know what I'm saying? I mean, believing in yourself, you know what I'm saying, knowing what you want, and being able to be creative and come up with something that no one has done before makes you a leader. You know what I'm saying? The people who become leaders are the ones who are creative. You know what I'm saying? The creators are the leaders. You know what I'm saying? They lead the world. Yeah. You know, the people who created Robin jeans, the people who created Gucci, the people who created Fendi, the people who created Louis, those are leaders. And they lead back, and people follow them, and people purchase into their ideals, into their mindset, and into their goals. So, as we stand today, a lot of people, they don't want to lead because, it's easy for somebody to, go and smoke the blunt, you know what I'm saying, and relax and chill. Or it's easy for somebody, get fat and trap all day, but back in the day, you know what I'm saying, before all these distractions, drugs and guns and violence and all this other stuff that keep young people from really using their creative genius, you know what I'm saying, before that, we used to be creative all the time.
Yeah.
And you always hear about a young African-American creating something or a young European-American creating something, but it's the drugs and it's the music and everything else that cause the young people to not think, you know what I'm saying, whereas, if they was encouraged to go to school, they was encouraged to learn something, if they was encouraged to do something positive, then they would do it. So that's what I try to do in my everyday endeavor. When they see me out there hustling out the front, they see me, conducting business, I be trying to show these young people through example, man. This is what you're going to have to do to get to that next level, man. You can't just sit back and expect it to come to you. You got to go to it. You got to bring it to yourself. You got to get out there. You got to create something. And you got to have people follow you. There's a lot of people, that follow my brand. Let's be realistic. I have a lot of fans. I have a lot of followers all over the world.
Yeah.
Not just in America, all over the world because I chose to lead. And that's what the young people got to do. You got to be creative. You got to create something, then you got to lead that product. And you got to lead it to the American consumer. And that's how you become leaders, you know what I'm saying, and not followers. You got to do something that ain't never been done before. You got to be creative. You got to be smart. You got to know exactly what you want in life. Following somebody else is like copying somebody. Why would you want to be a cheap copy when you could be a good original?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, now, what would you say, like, because we're from the era where things were more slower pace. It was back when there used to be payphones on corners and, before the biggest thing that was kind of technology-wise was like a pager and things. But now it's like the phone is the computer in your pocket. It's kind of, in a sense, making people more lazy. I mean, it's advancing them, but it's still making them kind of lazy. Like, like going cross country, you could check in with somebody real quick and just a couple few emails right off your phone and everything. Now, it's kind of like disadvantages. Back then, you had to call somebody and place a call to go cross country. I'm just saying, with the technology, it's like, yes, it can advance you in ways, but then it can also make you lazy.
I think that technology is another smart person way of controlling the masses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? Back in the days when we were in Africa, during the Egyptian dynasties, you know what I'm saying, when you had Imhotep and King Zosa, and, you had Pharaoh, and you had Cleopatra, different, Egyptian kings and queens.
Yeah.
In that era of time, people used their mind more. They said that people in that era were so smart that they actually built the pyramids from the top down, not from the bottom up. They said that they were able to use their mind, and their mind was so powerful that they could move bricks with their brain. You know what I'm saying? But that was a threat to the pharaohs. That was a threat to the power structure. That was a threat. So they wanted people to become more dependent, and that's when they began to formulate games, and they would have fights and warrior fights in the courts and stuff like that. Then they went from that, to other things and other distractions. And eventually, you move up to modern days. They had the radio, and from the radio they had vegetables basketball and football. They would try to come up with anything to keep the people from actually thinking.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the computer and the internet, I mean, when is the last time you wrote a paper? You probably can't even remember. I don't even think I can write in cursive no more.
Yeah.
I think I even forgot how to write in cursive. It's been so long that I sit down and wrote a paper. I'm generally emailing or texting someone. So that is what they want. You know what I mean? They want to control us to the point where we don't sit down and we don't use our brain like we used to. And they want to make a microwave generation. They want everything to be quick. And they want the people to be subservient. They want the people to be robots, dummies, so they can bust their moves and they can do what they do, and they can come up with all the ideas, and we just be followers, and we just, we go along with any program that they give us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what a computer is a program.
Yeah.
So, they program us to think the way they want us to think. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they doing Snapchat today, we doing Snapchat today. If they doing Facebook, they doing Facebook. And, look at Facebook. It's a battle of the mind. Facebook got mad and Snapchat wouldn't show them Snapchat. So IG came up with this program, and if you get the new IG program, on there, you can do a Snapchat video. You can do everything. You can write your name on there. You do everything that Snapchat do, because Mark Zuckerberg and the people at Facebook and IG, they want total control of how we think. They want to control, whatever it is that's going on. They want to be the leader. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's why, people don't think like they used to. That's why people are lazy, because society wants us to be lazy. If not, they would encourage us to write more. They would encourage us to write papers. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be trying to make things so simplistic and take away all of our creative ability and just create everything for us.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you got an app for everything. I mean, they don't want you to think no more. I mean, that's just how, those people win. You know what I'm saying? As long as people are not thinking, a certain segment of society wins.
Mm-hmm. No thinking, they're more likely a chance of them dominating you.
Yeah, they do dominate. They dominate your every thought. Lose your phone and see what you do. You're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lose your phone. You're like, man, where my phone at? I mean, have you ever seen a person in public when they can't find their phone, how crazy and frantic they look?
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, they program. They program. These people in control. That's their mind control. The mind is so weak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the subconscious mind is the weakest part of your brain. And it's a habit form. So your brain, we are creatures of habit. So whatever you do habitually, you know what I mean, from a habit standpoint, is what your brain adopts. So, if you have negative thoughts, you know what I'm saying, you allow them to keep programming in your brain, you want to be a game manager, a killer, a dope dealer, whatever, you know what I'm saying, then that's going to dominate your brain. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, businessman, or whatever, then those thoughts dominate your brain. That's the difference between people. Some people think negative, some people think positive. And your subconscious mind is what adopts those thoughts. It's a receiving center. It receives the thoughts that you put in there. And once it receives those thoughts, then it regurgitates or it puts out or it spits out those thoughts that it eventually, became a part of your habit form.
Mm-hmm.
Your habitual thinking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so that's what we got to understand. Is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if we chose not to be programmed by these people, then our brain will not allow us to be programmed. But if we allow them to program us and we allow them to, introduce their system and they feed their system to us, and we digest their system and we accept it and use it, then, hey, so we become, their robots.
Mm-hmm.
We become their victims.
Too cool for cause.